And action. Morning, 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 morning. Yo, yo, yo. Oh, man. Yo, good morning. Let y'all sleep in a little bit, man. No gym today. We're not gonna make it to the gym today, y'all. It was long night last night. We had a baseball game. Then they had practice late last night. We got home late. Rest is very important. So, it's not just about work, 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 work. Even though you gotta grind, but you also gotta get some rest. So I decided to let the boys get a little bit of rest today. I'm gonna tell y'all something. One of the hardest things to do is to get up when you don't feel like it. You ever lay in the bed? You ever lay in the bed sometimes and you just don't feel like getting up? You're not sure why are you getting up? Like, what am I doing? Why am I getting up? What is all this about? What's the purpose? Today was one of them moments. Today was one of them mornings this morning. I'm tired and I'm like, damn, I don't feel like getting up. Why am I get up? What am I doing? Sometimes you feel like you're just going in circles and going in a rat race. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you why I get up and I make myself get up. Because I'm not ready to die. Yeah, simple as that. And one thing for sure, you're going to have to get up eventually. There's nothing wrong with taking a break, getting some rest, making a day off, 2 days off, maybe even a week off sometimes, depending on how hard you work. But at some point, you're going to have to get up because if you don't get up, you're going to eventually die, just automatically. And so that's what I tell myself. There's things that I want to do in my life. There's things that I'm not ready to die. So when I feel like I don't want to get up or I don't feel like getting up, I remind myself that in order to live, you have to get up. Again, it's okay to take a break. Like this morning, we decided to sleep in because, we had a late night last night. We tired. And I had one of the mornings where I didn't feel like getting up this morning, which I know a lot of people have, especially in this day and age. Sometimes you just feel like you're just off to the races and not quite sure what it is you're doing, why you're doing it. You don't see the results. Nothing's happening the way you want it to happen or as fast as you may want it to happen. And sometimes life can be a little discouraging. But I'm here to tell you, life is only discouraging if you haven't figured out what you want to do with it. But once you figure out what it is you want to do with life, then you got to get up at some point. Because if you don't, by default, you're going to die. And I'm not ready to die yet. I'm not ready. Too much shit to do. So I'm about to make some juice. The boys just got up. Let them sleep in a little bit. We're not going to the gym today, but this is still a part of the process. Part of the road to greatness is taking care of your health. You got to get proper rest. It's not just about work, 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 work. So today is a day off. Get ready for school. I'm going to make some juice for breakfast and keep it moving. We're going to make some apple juice early in the morning, y'all. Early. strawberry juice. I call it strawberry. Strawberry juice early in the morning. Yo, get up, y'all. Yo, time to get up. Yo, time to get up. Sorry about that, y'all. Good morning. The fuck? What happened? Did I miss something? Yeah, we making some juice early in the morning. We didn't make it to the gym on purpose. Decided to let them sleep in a little bit. Hey, good morning. Good morning, Elisa. Good morning. Most South. Solo faction. What's going on? What happened this morning? The fuck? What happened? Hello. Hello. We up early, y'all. What happened? I'm good. I'm great today. Alive and striving. That's my favorite thing. Alive and striving. If you've been following the channel, I decided to take this show on the road. What I mean by that is I have two boys that play baseball, and I'm a father that's passionate about helping my children, or helping everybody, really, accomplish their dreams. And they have the dream to go to the major leagues. I asked them a long time ago, they've been playing baseball for about 8 years now. And I asked them, what type of baseball player do you want to be? Good, average, or great? And they said, Dad, I want to be a great baseball player. Now, this not limits. So this is how you teach yourself to hold your children accountable. So now what we did was, we figured out what it takes to be great. You can Google that. You can put it in ChatGPT. In this day and age, all you got to do is decide what type of man or woman you want to be, what type of goals you want to accomplish, and you can put that shit right in ChatGPT or Google. And now, hold yourself accountable to it. So, making it to the next level, being great in life takes a lot of discipline, takes a lot of dedication. Mind, body, and spirit. You got to work at it. You got to eat healthy. You got to think healthy. So, to be great, you might need a little help. I say, you don't really need my help to be average. But if you want to be great, I got you. So, that's what we're doing. That's a pair. You have to go to the dentist tomorrow. Don't hate the dentist. The dentist there to make you smile pretty. I mean, I understand it might not be the best situation. I don't like going to the dentist either. But if you understand the purpose of the dentist, that should be motivation. That's what I was just saying this morning about getting up. Damn, these are kind of frozen. Gotta have them. We're gonna make it work though. So we making strawberry pear juice. And I use the green, the whole strawberry. I don't take nothing out. The pear, I put the stem and everything. That's pears, not lemon. Appreciate that. Please subscribe. What up, Unc? What would you do if you were in your 20s? If I was in my 20s, I was hustling. But, oh, you asked me what would I do? Today, what I would do and what I advise young men to do, I have a program. Father Type is not just a YouTube channel. It's a program. I call it an uncleship. And it's catering to 18 to 25 years old. And what I tell young men is it's really simple. It's a simple concept, but it's hard to apply, especially if you're not in the right environments. But what I would tell a 20-year-old is to really think about what it is you want to do with your life. 5, 10, 15, 20-year goal, right? Envision. This is what my program is designed to do. We buy dreams, right? And the idea of buying dreams is to give an incentive for young men like yourself to sit down and have a real man-to-man conversation, right? Because a lot of times when I was 20 years old, I was moving. I was hustling. I was out in the streets. You know, I was about trying to figure out how to make some money. And I understand that. Time is money, valuable. So what we do is we say, man, I understand your time is valuable, so I'm going to pay you. I'm going to pay you for an hour worth of your time. Give you $100 for your dream. Sit down, we're going to chop it up, we're going to have a conversation, and we're going to figure out that if you had it your way, any way you want it, if it could be your way, your world, what would that look like? What is the dream? What is the goal? What is the vision? And once you have that, because you have to have that, there's something called reverse engineering. Reverse engineering means you start with the end in mind. So you go all the way to the end. Like me, I'm not dying till I'm 99 years old. Why? Because I said so. Now, if that might sound crazy, but we're gonna do the things we need to do to live, not to die, right? So if dying happens, then it happens. But I'm not preparing to die. I'm every day preparing to live because I have a vision of living till I'm 99. And I have a vision of how I want to be when I'm 99, right? I have a picture. So what I tell young people is start with the end in mind. Come up with some type of vision of where you see yourself 20 years from now, where you see yourself, right? What type of family do you want? What type of car do you want? What type of house do you want? It don't matter. Write it down. It could be scribble scrabble. It don't matter. But once you write it down, now you're able to explain it to somebody. It don't matter whether they understand it. You need to understand it so that you can explain it to someone and say, hey, this is what I want to do with my life. Now, what we do is we turn that into a blueprint because no matter what it is you want to do, there's certain things that you must know in order to do it. You got to understand principles. You got to be disciplined. You got to understand how to be responsible. You got to understand how credit works. You got to understand how taxes work. You got to understand how business works. We teach those things. You got to understand how investment works in the right things. Like, so we have those resources. I'm a real estate agent. I teach credit, but I have a professional that comes in and does workshops. I have a mogul real estate agent. I have a tax professional. I have a person that comes in and teaches business and AI. This is the program. But we start with the dream. And a lot of times, people don't dream, but really nobody really cares about someone else's dream. How many times have people really asked you, what is your dream? And then, if they have, how many times have they sat around and listened? Like, have they hung around long enough for you to articulate that, for you to get it out? See, people associate dreams with something abstract, like this la la land type of concept. No, a dream is just a long-term goal, a place of happiness, a place that you see yourself happy for the rest of your life. Where is that place? What does that look like? And then all we do is help you get there. That's it. We start putting it in place. So that's what I would do at 20 years old. Knowing what I know now, I would dream out loud. And then I would ask questions. Write that down. Dream out loud and then ask questions about how to get that. You listen, I'm gonna tell you how simple it is. Once you have a picture, right? Once you have a vision, do you know you can take that and present that to anybody? Because now all you're looking for is people to help. That's it. It don't even matter. This is how you can decide who your circle is. This is how you find friends. This is how you find your wife. This is how you build family. Because once you have this, right here. I'm just taking this. This is my son's third grade thing. Whatever. I don't even know what this is. I just found it, some paper. I just want to use this as an example. Once you have this, once you write down what it is you want to do with your life, period. Now that's for you to figure out. I can't help you with that. I can only ask you certain questions. Hey, this is what I ask my children. And this is what I ask young men. We understand that God created every living being with a purpose. If you're a young man on here this morning, your initial purpose is to become a man, right? Let's just start there. Just understand that. You're born a child. You're born a child. Your goal is to become a man. So what I do is I ask young men, what type of man do you want to be? You want to be an average man, a good man, a mediocre man, a great man. Most young men are going to pick a great man. It says in the Bible, a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. Once you decide you want to be a great man, now all you have to do is learn how to become that, and we teach that. And the only way to be a great man is you have to learn certain principles. You have to learn certain principles. I appreciate that. Shut up. You know, you got people that wake up in the morning like that. I guarantee you didn't say thank you for life this morning. I guarantee you that. Because if you did, you wouldn't have shut up energy. Because let me tell you something. Everything I say is good. You can learn a lot from a dummy. Oh, man. But that's what I would do. If I was 20 and I had to do it all, and actually I'm able to do it all over again. You know, that's why I have children. I'm able to take what I know and teach my children. I'm able to take what I know and teach the youth. So I'm doing it all over again. I'm reliving, not reliving, because it's not my life, but I see the life and everything. And so now I take what I know and I give it away, because there's a lot of children out here who don't have the guidance of a father, of a male role model, of a mother, of just someone that is willing to pour into them and show them the way. No offense taken. You're funny, man. By the way, I didn't mean it. I was just trying to get attention. You got attention, too. You got a big hug this morning. Hey, but listen. Let me tell you something. The funny part is, I already know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already know why people do certain things. I've been here 49 years. I already know that you telling me to shut up was not personal to me. That was something you're dealing with, wanting attention, right? I already know this. That's why I can respond the way I respond. Listen, I guarantee you, this is a fact. I don't know how old you are, but I'm just going to say you 20. I don't know. I've been 20 before. You've never been 49. So I'm a little ahead of the game. You've never been 49. My goal is to teach young men how to get to 49, where I'm at. I can't get you to 50 because I've never been 50. I'm trying to get to 50. I'm still working on getting to 50. Next year, hopefully. I keep doing the things that I'm doing and keep applying what I'm learning and keep keep learning. And I'll get to 50, staying on the right track. But All I can do is help you get to 49 where I'm at. And that's it. I've already been 20 though. So, hey, good morning. So we got some strawberry. I call it strawberry. Strawberries and pears. Yeah. I appreciate you, man. I love you. That's what it's all about, man. We need more uncles, right? My program is father type, and it's designed to put uncles with nephews. So you would be a nephew in the program. You are a nephew. I see all children as my nieces and nephews because I understand what a father is. Let me give y'all something. A lot of people don't know this. Because we automatically associate fatherhood with biological children, right? We think that in order to be a father, you have to have biological children, and that's not it. That's one of them, right? That's a definition of father, but it's not the only definition of father. As a matter of fact, it's not the godly definition of father. It's not what our Father, the God, the Creator, means by the Father. If that was the case, then God would be your mother and father, right? Your parents, your physical parents. It's not the case. Let me give you the definition of father. And maybe this will help you guys understand why I'm so passionate about what I do. Because if I didn't have children, that does not mean I'm not a father or I'm not supposed to be a father. One of the definitions of father, you have right here. Y'all can look it up with me. Google. A man in relation to his children or child. 2, often as a title or form of address, a priest. 3, a verb. This is a verb, meaning an action. Cause a pregnancy resulting in the birth of a child. Keep reading. Most people don't read. They don't keep reading. You keep scrolling, but they don't keep reading, right? So here, a man who gives care and protection to someone or something. That is a father. So by nature, God created everyone to become a father, which means to become a man that gives care and protection to someone or something. That's it. As a man, you're supposed to do that. Whether it be your family, whether it be your nephew, your niece, you should bring care and protection to life itself. When you understand that the most important thing in life is life, we have to learn how to take care of it. It don't matter whether you agree with it or not. It don't matter whether you like it or not. Understand that if it's alive, it was created by God. And that alone is the reason you want to provide care and love and protection for it. And that's what a father is. So I'm a father no matter what. And here come my children. Oh, I thought I heard my children coming. My boys. But anyway, see, I'm up early. I can start preaching this morning, y'all. Who are you talking to? My sons. They up getting ready for school. We up this morning every day. Usually we up early. We go to the gym before they go to school. But this morning I decided to let them sleep in a little bit. So they're getting ready. I'm making some homemade juice, and then we're gonna turn that into smoothies and get out of here. Take them to school. Hold on, y'all. I gotta make me a TikTok too.
who I'm talking to? I'm just talking to a live for anybody that might come back and watch it. I don't think nobody's in here right now.
1 second, okay? Hold on 1 second.
Are you still in here? My bad. Good morning, good morning. Oh, you are? Hey, you know what, man? I didn't either. Just know you had a father, but we didn't have the father that we needed, that we wanted. And it's okay. Because at the end of the day, guess what? And this is what I had to realize. It's your life to live. You're responsible for your life, especially when you get to a certain age, right? When you know how to fend for yourself, you know how to walk, you know how to talk, you know how to eat. It no matter how hard it may be, when you start to understand that, hey, I want to live, and it's your life to live. And so now, once you have that type of awareness, don't be afraid to ask questions. This is what I was telling you earlier about everything I've learned through trial and error, through experiences. I've been out here for a long time by myself, 15 years old, without the guidance of a father, without the guidance of an uncle. I have uncles from the streets that have showed me good or bad. You know what I mean? I've learned a lot of bad shit from the uncles from the street. I've learned a lot of good things in my later years from some wise people. But I've never been scared to ask. Be curious. Why? Because what that does is that allows you to learn. Ask the question, but ask the question that pertains to what it is you want to do. That's why it's important to have that vision. It's important to have that dream, that goal, because now you have a blueprint. You can take that. I was saying earlier, you could take that blueprint and you could say, hey, man, this is what I want to do. Can you help me? Oh, hey, this is what I want to do with my life. Anybody, I promise you, it may sound crazy, but especially as a child, but you can actually go to human resources. Hey, man, I'm here looking for a job because I've decided this is what I want to do with my life. Do you know anybody that can help me with this? And they're going to read it. Oh, okay, so you want to do this? Well, you know, I can't necessarily help you with this, but I may know somebody, right? And then they're going to give you some direction, right? They're going to give you some direction. Now you go to follow those directions and go where they tell you. Make the phone call that they tell you. But ask questions. Ask questions that are going to help you get down the road further to where you're trying to go in life. Never broke. My spirit's too strong. You can't feel it? You don't feel it? I think this is the wrong one. That is the wrong one. Yo. Gotta get out of here, y'all. It's 6:07. What's up? What's the question? I got you. Answer. After the question. Yeah, my dad didn't have a dad either. You know what I mean? So my dad didn't have a dad either. And when you learn that, when you learn that it's not personal and that your dad didn't even have a dad to show him, so he's only doing what he knows, which is most of the time nothing. He didn't know how to be a dad, was never taught. Then it allows you to give him some grace. Forgive him. I had to love my dad for who he was. But in order for me, I didn't read the question. I have a question. I didn't read the question. Not thinking of leaving. What's the question? I still don't see the question. Is this the question? But my mom told me my dad didn't have a dad either. So is that the question? But once you understand that, then it's almost like you gotta be able to don't blame your dad, blame the system. You know, he does have a part to play in it. My dad does have a part to play in it. But when you start loving yourself, then automatically you have to love where you come from. And I remember that I told my dad, you know, when I forgave him. Listen, I've never really liked my dad. And that's the difference between like and love. We never really got along. We just different personalities, different character. So I never liked him, but I loved him, right? But I came to understand that when I started loving myself. And when I started loving myself, I automatically had to love where I came from. I had to appreciate where I came from. And I told him, I said, Dad, you know what? You're going to be my best man in my wedding. If I ever get married, you're going to be the best man in my wedding. And he looked at me like I was crazy because we never had that type of relationship. So most people have their homeboys or their best friend as their best man. I say, no, you're going to be the best man in my wedding. Why? Because you are the best man in my life. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. And that's what I meant by that. It wasn't the best man in my life as far as what he did. It was me acknowledging that in order for me to be alive today, that this man had to meet my mother and they had to have sex and they had to agree to have the baby. She could have aborted me. He could have said I didn't want the baby, but they both agreed to allow me to be here. And for that alone, I love and appreciate and respect. So I say, man, you're going to be the best man in my wedding because you're the best man in my life. Because I love myself. I love myself so much that I love where I come from. I appreciate you guys from having me. And you get to that point where you just start understanding life that way. I hope that helped. I didn't see your question, though, so I don't know what the question is. I'm turning 18 in 4 days. I make $100K a month as an architect in real estate without bonuses, but I have nobody. Well, look around. You got a lot of people. You got me, for one, father type. Subscribe to the channel, man. I help you with anything you're trying to do. I'm a real estate agent myself. I'm a life coach. I'm a father. I'm an uncle. I'm a God. Period. I am who God created me to be. And in the Bible, God says you are gods, right? I'm not the God. I don't claim, but I know who I am. I'm a man, and I have elevated to a point of understanding how life works. So if you got any questions, ask me. Is this your question here? Ah, man. I got to keep making this juice before I end up late. So is your question what to do with the money? What I've learned, and this is what my program is designed again, is we buy dreams, man. Let me show you something, how easy this works. There's a saying, and it makes things. Think about this. The more people, this is about service. Life is about taking care of life. Take care of life and life will take care of you, if you understand that. The more people you help get what they want, the more you would have what you want. You understand that? If you create 1 million millionaires, then by default, you will be a millionaire. And you probably will be a billionaire because all of those millionaires will remember where they came from, most of them. Some of them just fade away. But it's all about pouring into and cultivating things that have potential. So this is what my program does. This is why I buy dreams, because I see in you what you may not see. So I'm going to say, listen, I give you $100 for your dream. Sit down, tell me what you want to do with your life. And then once I have that, I'm going to take that, you and my team, and we're going to turn that dream into reality. You got to be willing to do the work. We're going to give you the resources. This is how you invest in people. This is how you invest in children. You could go right outside right now in your neighborhood, and with that money, you could say, man, take your homeboy, your best friend, your sister, your brother, and say, listen, what do you want to do with your life? What's your dream? I'm going to help you get there. Because now you're going to go help him find the resources. And I'm telling you what you need. They need to understand credit. They need to understand credit. I don't know what part of the world you're in, but you're not going to reach that level of success without understanding how to leverage credit. Credit is very important. Credit is one of the principles. Comes from integrity. So a lot of people just think credit is just financial. Credit is a principle, credible, having credibility, being a man of your word, discipline, being honest. All that involves credit. You have to understand how to use and leverage credit. You have to understand how taxes work, because once you make all this money, you got to know how to keep all this money. And the tax man is going to come take all of it if you don't know what you're doing. So then you've got to understand a little bit about taxes. You got to understand investment in real estate. There's not a successful person out here who doesn't invest in real estate. And then you need to learn business and AI. Artificial intelligence is taking over the world. Got to learn AI. So those are the things that you must learn. What I would say to do with your money is invest in those skills. Invest in a coach, a mentor that will help you teach you those 4 things, because those 4 things are going to be needed no matter what your dream is. No matter what your goals are, you're going to need to understand those 4 things: credit, real estate, taxes, and business, and AI. When I say 4, I put business and AI together. But if you want to separate it, it's 5. And that's the best I could tell you. That's what that's what I would do with my money. No, because it's because nobody trusts me with my money, and I have everything I want, but it's something missing. You missing a coach, a mentor, a father, an uncle. You're missing a me in your life. You keep showing up here. I drop jewels every day. This is my whole program. Inbox me. We can talk. We can figure it out. Hold on. But if you're not missing me, you're missing somebody like me. Somebody that's willing to listen and help you figure it out. But you got to know what it is you want. You got to have the vision. I got you. I got to make this shoot for you. I'm going to be late. me give you I don't know if you read the Bible or not. I read the Bible, but I don't read it. I'm not for no religious reason. I believe the Bible for direction and instruction and principle. There's a lot of stuff in the Bible. If you could take the religion out of it and just read it to get some direction, there's a lot of principles. There's a lot of laws in the Bible that have nothing to do with Christianity or religion. They're just laws and principles that work. Let me give you a scripture. Habakkuk, I have a hard time pronouncing it. I'm gonna give you this, and then Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2, right? It says, write the vision and make it plain on tablets. Tablets meaning paper, that he may run who reads it. That's in the Bible, y'all. This is why I say the Bible is not religious. People have made it religious, but the Bible is a book of principles and laws that if you read it and study for yourself, it will change your life. It will give you direction. It says, write the vision down and make it plain. For those who read it will run with it. What that means is you got to write that vision down. So somebody that reads it, oh shit, now they're going to take it, not take it from you, but they're going to take the idea and they're going to run with it, with you. They're going to help you. Because if they can understand it, most people are willing to help if they can understand what it is you're trying to do. If they can understand what it is you're trying to do, if you can articulate what you're trying to do, hey, I want to do this, then you'd be surprised. All you got to do is find the people to help you with it. Write the vision down. Make it plain. So the people who read it will take it and run with it. That's in the Bible. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get this juice made. Let me get out of here. Manny, come on. Y'all ready? Hey, we leaving at 6:45. I got a smoothie. Smoothie about to be ready. We finished making this juice. Magic School. Yeah. What part of the world are you in? Magic School AI. AI for schools. AI for education leaders. Magic School. Built by educators. What is that? I mean, I'm reading it, but tell me, why did you tell me to go there? I appreciate that because I need to trust the AI for school districts. That's what's up. That's good. This is powerful. I have that's powerful. I'm gonna read that. I'm gonna look into that when that's what's up. I see you out here changing the world like me. That's good, man. We need to link up. That's important. I need to learn more about AI myself. I don't teach AI. I'm learning myself, but I do understand how important it is. I do have people to come in and do workshops to teach the nephews AI because that's a part of the future. I mean, that is the future, not even a part of it. I myself, I struggle with AI. I'm learning though. Okay. This right here? Shout out to you, man. Hey, whoever might be on here, y'all need to pay attention. Take that link down. Write that link down. Magic School AI. Hey, start learning AI. Whoever's on here, whoever might watch this later. I don't have a huge following, but I definitely don't mind telling everybody about it because everybody needs to learn AI. Everybody, and I understand that. I'm working hard on learning it myself. It's not easy for me. I'm old school, so my brain is all over the place. But I'm getting it. But I tell my children to learn it. I make them learn it, and they're learning it. You know, they're not grasping it 100% yet, but everybody needs to learn it. So what you doing? You're ahead of the game, bro. You're ahead of the game. I appreciate that. You do website? Did you do this website? Hey, inbox me, man. Or I don't even know how to. Follow me on TikTok and Facebook. Father Type. Father Type on. I'm on. Father Type is on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. You can inbox me. I guess either one. It don't matter. Instagram. Father Type, same name. Father Type. I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok, and I'm on Facebook. Either one. I don't think you can inbox on YouTube. I don't think it works like that. I'm still learning. But anyway. The moon is red. Oh man, Google that. What does that mean? Come on. Google what does it mean when the moon is red? We're going to Google that when we get in the car. I'm dying too. She said the moon is red. She or he, I don't know who that is. I don't really, not able to look right now. I got to get this juice made. But that's intriguing. That don't scare me. I'm going to Google it. I'm going to Google it and find out why is the moon red. right now. I'm in Florida. Where are you? Did you tell me? What's up, Josiah? Hey, explain what you mean by the moon is red. It ain't red here, I don't think. You up early, man. Early bird gets the worm. Early bird gets the worm. The earlier bird gets to bring some home. And the earliest bird gets to put some in the freezer for later. I add my own little shit to it. That's it, y'all. Blend this one more time. All right. Now this is what we do. So now I take this and then I make that strawberry juice, strawberry and pear. That's what I make. That's what we drink every day. I don't buy juice. I make juice. Been doing it for years. And then in the mornings, what I do is I just add a banana to it, some protein, organic protein powder. Sometimes I put avocado. Yo, y'all know what time it is? This kitchen not right. I just add a banana to it and that's breakfast. Not for me though, I'm fasting. I'm fasting every day. What do you mean fasting for 3 months? What do you mean by that? Let me still ice in here. Hold on. What do you mean by that? Fasting for 3 months for 3 months straight? You work at night. Hey, good morning, Vanessa. Hello. I hope everybody on here has subscribed to my channel. Y'all riding with me this morning. Here you go, Kamai. Subscribe to the channel, y'all. Join the movement. So I fast for sunset to sunrise. Yes. Okay. So you fast overnight. Well, you like a 12-hour fast? 8 hours? You at least should do 12. You want to at least do 12 so your body can burn off all the glucose, the sugar, and start burning fat. So you can get into that stage of ketosis. That's right around 12 hours. Is that what you do? Okay. That's good. I eat 1 time a day. I do 24 hours. Sometimes it's around, depending on, hold on. What is that? I don't know what that means, honestly. Vanessa, you gotta tell me what that means. Yeah. She's been paid. She wanna jump right in. I ain't mad at you. A closed mouth don't get fed. So basically just adding you to the live. That's Kamal. That's my boy right there. Is that what you mean? Hold on 1 second, y'all. So basically just add to the live so you can help monitor the live. Hold on. Hey, they said say thank you.
What?
For the smoothie.
Oh, thank you.
He usually say thank you, and I know he's thank you. I know he's grateful. He usually say thank you though. I appreciate that, man. Keep him on point. Keep him on point, man. That's what's up. It take a village. I like that. Cause I usually get on them, but they pretty much accustomed to it now. They say thank you. Huh? You want another one? You want another one? You gotta have manners on here. We on live, man. So you gotta. Can I have another one, please? And make sure you say thank you after this one, man. Don't embarrass me. Don't make it seem like you don't have no home training. Hey, drink this one. I'll make one for Manny. Homemade strawberry juice, y'all. I gotta get out of here. Strawberry. I don't have an answer for that. I really don't know too much about it. So I'm actually gonna come back live. I do this every morning and sometime throughout the day because this is just a journey. We decided to take this show on the road. What I mean by my life and what we do, father type. So maybe on the next one I can do some. I don't really know if that's safe or not. I really don't, honestly. I'm not saying anything against you. I'm just so green at this social media and YouTube thing. I don't know if it's like, okay, yeah, and then all of a sudden, if I'm supposed to, I don't know. Like, let me just think about it and figure out what exactly that entails. I got you, man. You want some? I'm about to be selling these, making them, and shipping. But if you was here, you definitely could have one for free. It's nothing, man. It's nothing. Figure out how you could get one. I'll send it to you. If you inbox me, man, we gonna talk. We got some things we can do together, man, honestly. So believe me, you'll be able to get plenty of these. You gonna taste it. I make so many different types of juice. Up, man. I appreciate that. How old are you? You said 17? You gotta get out of here. Okay. Here you go, Manny.
Man, you got this to do too. You gotta hurry up.
No, not for me. Age restriction for what? YouTube? I'm gonna get out of here though, y'all. To answer your question, no, I don't think so if you're talking about YouTube. But hey, I made a deal with my children. They're supposed to wear collared shirts 3 days out of the week. If it was up to me, everybody would wear uniforms. I like uniforms. But, they're in public school. I allow them to, kind of express themselves a little bit. But 3 days out of the week, they're supposed to wear a uniform. So don't mind my son looking like he's dressed down today because this is one of the days he wants to dress down. But 3 days, they got to dress up. Go to school like you're going to handle your business. And that's how I raised my children. But anyway. Hey, man, I got to get off here, y'all. I appreciate you. I don't even know how to... What's your name, bro? Wolf's Player. Tell me, what's your name? Wolf Street Player. Anyway, I appreciate you, man. Vanessa, we're going to chop it. Waffles. That's funny. I wasn't expecting that. We're going to chop it up, Vanessa. Come back later on. Anytime you see me go live, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button, like, share. This is a mission, man. We on the road to greatness. Father type. This is what we do. Me and my boys. All right, John. I appreciate y'all. God bless you, man. Enjoy the day. Don't forget to follow, like my channel.